Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I am RL Melpica, the Eat Coach, natural health and diet specialist. And I want to talk about nutritional deficiencies and if there are any risks of nutritional deficiencies on a raw diet, on a raw fruit-based frugivore diet. All right. First and foremost, make sure you hit that subscribe button in your lower right-hand corner so you get more updates of when I do drop new videos on natural health and diet. But when we're talking about deficiencies, which is a big question that I get a lot, how am I going to get this nutrient? What if I'm low on this nutrient? What if, this, that, and the other, right? The beauty of the raw diet is that nature provides you everything that you need, to where you don't really have to think about all these different nutrients. Oh, am I getting enough zinc? Am I getting enough calcium? Am I getting enough sodium? This, that, and the other, right? Which kind of society has conditioned us to look at and to think about. And when it comes to deficiencies, this is what I tell everybody. You just got to eat enough food. And I think that's where the biggest misconception out there is. And look, you will see, I know that we've lost a fruitarian recently, Mango, recently passed, and I'll make a video touching on that in pretty soon, as well as some other raw vegan influencers and things of that nature. And, automatically what comes to mind is, oh, it must have been the diet that did it. Wow, yeah, it's that's why you can't do a fruitarian diet or whatever the case may be, a raw vegan diet. But what you will notice when people have issues, health issues, and this is across the board, any diet, it's because they're not eating enough. Malnourishment isn't about necessarily a specific nutrient. It is about not eating enough. Like at the end of the day, you need the energy, you need the calories, and that's what's happening here. So when you start asking those questions and those questions pop up, if you're transitioning to a healthier diet, to a raw diet, it's about calories. You can't live, you can't go from 2,500 calories to all of a sudden, I'm just going to eat a lot of fruit and end up with 1,200 calories and think that everything's going to be okay. No, I mean, your body needs the energy. Right? If you were eating 2,500 calories before, you need to match those calories. So when it comes to deficiencies, it's really about how much you're eating versus what you're eating. Now, look, the frugivore diet is very simple. It is fruits, leafy greens, nuts, and seeds. The nuts and seeds sparingly because they're very high in fat. Avocado sparingly. Those are high in fat, right? So if you eat enough calories within that group of foods, and you make that, whether you want to go full, raw vegan, full frugivore, or if you're just implementing some of those concepts into your diet, just understand that you have to get enough calories, right? That is the main thing, right? Now, if you just eat nuts, or you just eat seeds, or you just eat fruit, or you just eat leafy greens, yeah, you're probably going to have some problems down the line because you're not getting the full array of what the frugivore diet is, what nature provides for you. You want to get a little bit of all of it, right? If you look at animals in the wild, yeah, they're going to satiate over the fruit, but in the meantime, what do? They also, forage on some leafy greens while they're waiting to find the next fruit or waiting for the next fruit to blossom, I should say, or whatever the case may be, to grow. So that's where it comes down to. So from a deficiency standpoint, don't get yourself caught up in, oh, I got to have this macro, this micro, this whatever, right? Just start to implement the raw foods into your diet. Add that hydration, add that nutrition, add that electricity. The rest will take care of itself. But the main thing is to make sure you're getting enough calories. Plain and simple. So if you have any questions about that, because I know we just been conditioned so hard to make sure that we're getting this, that, and the other. And look, the medical system, it's all in cahoots with each other. They're all connected. So like when you do a blood test and you're low in something and you're having a symptom and they match those two things together, all of a sudden now they're giving you supplements or recommending supplements for that specific thing. But look, understand that when your body's out of balance, things are overcompensating, things are happening within your body. But once you get your body back in balance, all of that levels out. The main thing is to make sure you're getting your calories and you're feeding your body the proper foods that it is built for, and your body will take care of the rest. All right? That's kind of where it's at. So feel free, reach out. You can, shoot me a comment on here, social media. You can send me an email, whatever the case may be. And we could talk about it if you have any questions, concerns, this, that, and the other. But anyways, this resonates. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribing to the channel so you can get more videos on natural health and diet. Peace and love, everybody. I'm out of here.